Kahoks, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm at Sabia, Indian. Again, I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good morning, everyone, as we welcome you to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in Collinsville, as we get you set for a twin bill of some Lady Kahawks softball at the Collinsville Sports Complex, as your Kahawks get ready to take on the Waterloo Bulldogs. I am Todd Duke. Chris Kettler is alongside, as well as we welcome you in to the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahawks Sports Network. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call, 343-3602, or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. First off, apologies. I am just a tad bit under the weather. Started sneaking up on me during the girls' softball or soccer game on Thursday night. Hasn't manifested anything major. Just a little cough and some sneezing going on, and it's affecting the voice a little bit, so we'll work our way through it. Hopefully by the end of the day, in 2 games, I'll still have voice. We welcome in Chris Kettler. Chris, you have seen a lot more of this softball team lately than I have, with games against Mater Dei, Bree Central, and O'Fallon, all losses for the Kahawks. So what are you seeing with this team?
Well, this week here, pitching has not been the best, leaving the balls out over the plate, and the other team's just been driving it all over the place. Not a lot of room for error there when you're giving up 10, 11 runs in a game. The bats haven't came around to stay with those teams, and they faced a very good pitcher in O'Fallon on Monday. You give her that many runs, and she'll run with it and win the game. And then the Kahawks were there against Central on Wednesday, 2 outs away from a win, but they finally caught on to the Reynolds pitcher there did Central, and Kahawks couldn't close the game out at the end.
Well, let's hope that the offense starts to warm up as the weather starts to warm up, because a year ago today we were in Waterloo for this doubleheader festival and only ended up playing one game because it was so cold. So hopefully the bats will heat up as the weather gets warmer.
Yeah, that game actually the bats were lively
Yeah.
that day in that cold weather. There was some home runs and 6 runs scored, 8 runs total scored in extra innings. It was a wild game for as cold as it was. It'll be warmer here today.
Yeah, R.J. Simpson had a 2-run home run in that game, and Adriana Hall went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. Simpson had 4 runs batted in that game. So we'll see what transpires here this afternoon. I had a chance a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Brett Swift, talk about the current 3-game losing streak and focusing on this game against Waterloo. We'll pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
It's ready to take on Waterloo Dogs. And now as Collinsville back in time and talk today. O'Fallon, Breeze Central, 3 games that you and your team lost. Let's start with the modern day game and work your way forward and give me a little bit of a progress report on your team for those 3 games.
You know, back in modern day, I'm real pleased with Kaylee Reynolds, our number 2 pitcher, came on and got a good start for us that day. We were a little bit of a bind there because we had a lot of conference games scheduled that week that ended up getting rained out. So just spring weird scheduling. And anyway, so Kaylee came out, did a nice job, and gave us a pretty good start. We lost a 5-3, I believe, ball game. Just didn't offensively get it going enough. And it's been a little bit of the theme that we've had going on is we've been kind of trying to dig out from behind. So then we fast forward. We got rained out, so we were off for a handful of days over one weekend, and then opened up. Then we played conference game against O'Fallon. We came out at the beginning and actually had a bunch of runners on, put a lot of pressure on them, just couldn't get anybody across. And they, of course, have a tough team and a tough pitcher that's we've played a few times, and she was on, so she kept us off. We only had a couple hits, and then fast forward to. I'm trying to remember who we played last. Breeze Central, and just the honest part is we just haven't played very good the past 7 days. So we're trying to figure it out. I like our team. I like where we're at. I like what we're trying to do. We've played some good competition here at the beginning of the season, so I'm confident on where we're headed. Just haven't played our best, and we got down against Breeze Central. We're down by 4 or 5-0, and came back, tied it, got the lead, and then lost it in the 7th. So. Just, again, one of those things we played very well, and we lost.
This point in the year, last year, you guys were 8-2, and I've heard a lot of people talk about, oh my God, they were 8-2 last year, and they're only 3-7 this year. What's going on with the softball team? So, what's going on with the softball team?
Yeah, you got to kind of dig in a little bit deeper than that. We're playing a totally different schedule, so that's where it starts. Our schedule's completely different. We had a couple doubleheaders in that 8-2 that, frankly, we shouldn't have been playing. So competition's different. That's where it starts. To the same extent too, we're not starting as sharp as we can. So we have some responsibility to that internally to get a little bit tougher and just bring a better approach. And offensively, we're down. If you look at our numbers, our offensive numbers are down right now. So So one, we're not playing as well, but two, you got to dig a little bit deeper to understand that we have built a different schedule. Third year, it's different. Our goals are different. You know, you can see it when you watch us play. Our girls have a good focus. They have a good energy. They have a good structure. We just got to learn how to play better competition, and we got to learn how to beat better competition. So, you know, we hadn't beat Beverly since 2011. That needed to change. We haven't won a regional since 2011, and I think that needs to change. You know, to do that, we have to play normals and Joliets, and, you know, we have to play Edwardsvilles and O'Fallons, and we just have to play better competition, and we have to do it more consistently. So that's the biggest change at the start of the season.
So you've got about a third of the way in. You still got 2/3 of a season to go. Do you see progress? Do you see this team's heading in the right direction? You just got to kind of iron things out a little bit.
Yes and no. You know, we need some players to step up. There's a couple. You know, there's a couple sophomores in there that had good freshman years. They're starting a little slower. You know, on the mound, at the plate, or behind the plate, we got Riley Doyle, R.J. Simpson's playing first. You know, offensively, I expect a little bit more out of them, so we'll see them come back. A couple other all-conference players, Heather Martinez, Sam Breakbill, again, having a little bit of a slow start at the plate. I attribute that also to that we've been playing better competition, so we're seeing better pitchers than what they're used to. So, you know, I like the energy we have. I like the effort we have. I mean, we practice well. We train well. But, you know, production has to increase. So I anticipate that it will. And I anticipate that we'll see us climb back to 500 here soon. And then, you know, I think also you'll notice that we'll start competing a little bit better against the higher end teams. And, you know, we've traditionally, man, we've been the bottom of the conference, and we've been doing the play-in game for regionals. You know, that needs to change, and to do that, we got to be in the middle of the conference. That's, you know, we need to be towards the middle to top this year, and then, you know, so start working towards winning a conference title that this program hasn't done in years.
1 year ago today, we were in Waterloo for a scheduled doubleheader, and it was freezing outside. This is much better conditions. What do you know? Anything different from last year's Waterloo team? They return a lot.
Yeah, no, pretty similar. Starts on the mound and the plate. They have an awesome catcher. She actually calls the game. She's really a strong catcher. I really love watching her play. She's going to Division II school, Quincy, and so I love watching her call the game. She's going to be tough. She's a tough hitter for them too. They got a new pitcher, but she's been around the scene. She actually moved into Waterloo this year, so she's strong. You know, it'll be a tough match for us. Again, they're about 500 team, and bottom of the lineup, we got to make sure they don't hurt us because they got some pretty good stuff at the top. If we play good, we can grab them. If you know, we just had a difficult time being consistent. So that's what we're working on today. You know, we talked about long days, these doubleheaders. We're playing a lot more Saturdays now. We didn't play Saturdays in the past. Our schedule never had that, so we're trying to also change that. And why are we doing that, people ask? Because regionals and sectionals a lot of times fall on Saturdays, and our kids need to learn how to do it. We lost to Beverly East last year on a Saturday in the regional championship. So, you know, we got to learn how to do that.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
All right, Todd. Thank you, man.
That is Brett Swip, your head coach of your Lady Kahoks softball team. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, starting lineups come your way. That's next on the Kahoks Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahoks.
And once again, welcome back to the Collinsville Sports Complex as we get you set for this doubleheader softball games. Game number 1 between Collinsville and Waterloo. Here are your lineups for Waterloo. Leading things off will be Taylor Wilson. She'll bat first and play shortstop. Batting second, playing center field, is Izzy Wan. Taylor Downen will bat third and catch. Abby Goff will play second base, bat in the cleanup spot for Mr. Matt Mason and his Waterloo Bulldogs. Heather Albers will play third base and bat fifth. Batting sixth is Skylar Barker. She'll hold down duties at first base. In the pitching circle is Madison Limestall. She will bat seventh. Batting eighth, A.J. Howard is the designated player. And Michaela Holftis will be playing left field and batting ninth. Brooke Mason is the flex player, not batting, but playing in the field in right field. For your Collinsville Kahawks, they'll lead things off in the bottom of the first with Darby Tarrant. She'll play shortstop and bat first. Riley Doyle is behind the plate, catching and batting second. Batting third, R.J. Simpson playing first base, designated player. Sam Brakebill will be batting cleanup for Collinsville. Adriana Hall, she's in right field and batting fifth. In the number 6 hole is Heather Martinez. She'll be playing second base. Over at third base, Belmar Sala will be batting seventh. Lizzie Sauer in the 8th spot playing center field. And Becker in left field and batting ninth, and not batting but playing in the field is the flex player Kendra Butcher. She is in the pitching circle, and she is out there getting ready to toss her first warm-ups here as we get you set for the top of the first inning. For Kendra Butcher on the year, this is her 11th game played in. This is her 9th start. She has 6 complete games as she is 2-7 on the year, 56 innings pitched. She's given up 47 runs, 38 of those have been earned runs, so her earned run average is at 4.75. She has given up 4 home runs total on the year so far in her 56 innings, and that is just part of the 58 hits that she has given up. She will be opposed in the pitching circle by Madison Limestell. Limestell on the year, this is her 6th game, her 4th start, and she has got 1 complete game, 2-0 on the season with 15 innings pitched only. She's given up 4 runs, all of them earned, so a 1.87 earned run average. 12 hits she's given up on the year, and one of those hits was over the fence for a home run. So kind of anxious, Mr. Chris Kettler, to see these two teams play on a normal weather day.
Yeah, but much better than the cold last year. We'll see how Butcher responds here with this first inning. She had a rough one inning where they gave up 4 runs, 5th inning, and then was taken out in the 6th after giving up a bomb of a home run back on Wednesday against Bree Central. So time to come back here for this first game of this doubleheader and get them out 1-2-3.
We have had a lot of rain. We had a lot of rain on Thursday, pretty much rained all day, and even all day yesterday was cloudy, so no sunshine to dry things up as the first pitch is fouled down the third base line from Taylor Wilson. So they had to come out and do some repair work today. That's why everything was delayed by an hour. We were supposed to get underway at 10 o'clock. We're underway at 11 o'clock instead, so the field's not looking too bad considering. Taylor Wilson, 1-0 count for Butcher, and the next is on the way. And this one's a chance for Heather Martinez. She scoops it up and throws over to Simpson at first base and takes care of Taylor Wilson, who came in batting .368 on the year. So first player up is out on the 4-3 putout. Here comes Izzy Wan. Izzy batting .524, pretty much leads her team in batting. Claire Schultz has a 1,000 batting average, but she is 2 for 2 at the plate. And there is Wan hitting one right up the middle. And Wan coming in .524 with 9 runs batted in. She collects the first base hit of this game.
That one's just up the middle. No one can cover that one to get her out of first, but the one before that, Wilson ground her out to Martinez. Good to see she could cover it here with this, seeing how this infield is handled today with this hard turf all over the field today.
High fly ball out to center field, and breaking in, unfortunately, was Lizzie Sauer, and she realized right after that she was going to have to hustle and get back and get that ball, and here comes a throw to the plate that's cut off by Butcher, or excuse me, cut off by Tarrant, and 1 run already home off of an RBI double by Taylor Downen, and that's, who Coach Swip was talking about in that pregame show.
Yeah, that's one that can do the damage. She's right there in the 3-hole, rips it, and Sauer didn't see it too well off the bat, took a step in, and that allows Juan to score from first.
Downen came in batting .480 with 10 runs batted in. Now she has number 11. Here is Abby Goff. Goff, a .421 hitter on the year with 7 runs batted in, including a home run, as Waterloo has hit 3 home runs. Downen, Albers, and Goff all have solo shots, or excuse me, all have 1 home run. Not sure who was on base at the time, but at any point, Goff is up there with a runner at second base and 1 out. And a foul ball that goes right over the head of the fans down behind the Kahok dugout. So a little first inning trouble here for Butcher. 1 run home after the first out was made by the leadoff hitter. Izzy Juan followed with a single. Downen followed with an RBI double. And here we are with Abby Goff in the cleanup spot. Next pitch from Butcher. Swing and a miss. Took a little off, and Goff swung right over the top of that pitch. 2-0, or excuse me, 2-1.
Wasn't like the last pitch that stayed elevated, but it came in too much on Goff. But it's still 2 strikes.
Here's the 2-1, swinging a high fly ball. This is a chance for Natalie Becker. Goes over her head and rolls all the way to the wall. Another run's going to score. And back-to-back RBI doubles by Downen and Goff have given Waterloo a quick 2-0 lead here.
That took a minute there before Becker could find that one off the bat, too. And then she had to chase it all the way to the wall. Downen comes in and scores easily. Back-to-back doubles makes it 2-0.
A little timeout called, and everybody meets at the circle to talk things over and try to get things calmed down as they await Heather Albers, the third baseman, batting 5th. Albers comes in batting .429. Told you she already has a home run on the year. 5 runs batted in, and number 6 is down there at second base for her. Butcher trying to stem the tide here. 2 runs across after starting off nicely with a ground ball out to the first batter, but since then everybody else has reached single, double, double. Albers stands in from the right side. Butcher's ready to go. And the pitch, it hits the batter, Albers, in the shin right off the bat. That's smarts. Beautiful day. A few white puffy clouds in the area, but other than that, sunshine. Temperature's supposed to warm into the lower 70s today. Far cry from last year's Freeze Fest. There's a shot out to Adriana Hall. She has it bounce off of her glove, and another run comes across, and 4 straight hits have put Waterloo up front with a 3 spot.
And they're hitting it all fields, 1 to center, 1 to left, and this one to right.
The first baseman, number 6, Skylar Barker.
Hall couldn't field it too cleanly, but Goff was probably going to come around and score anyway. 3-0 Waterloo.
Here is Skylar Baker, the first baseman. Baker comes into this game, or excuse me, Barker, batting .259. Throw down to first base, not in time. Barker batting .259, 5 runs batted in on the year. Butcher. Next pitch on the way. Stays high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Heather Albers at first base. Downen, Goff, and Albers have all knocked in runs here in this inning. 3-0 in favor of Waterloo. Butcher's ready with the next. Swing and a miss, took a little off. 2-1. She's been ahead in the count a couple of times with these batters, but can't finish them before the batters put a good swing on the ball and send it to the outfield. All been clean hits. And there's another chance. Oh, that one's right past the diving glove of Heather Martinez. So another hit. Runners on first and second, and 1 out.
Martinez started to break to the right with the runner going there. Hit ended up being to her left. She had to dive for it. Couldn't get a touch on it.
Here's the pitcher, Madison Limestall, stepping to the plate, batting 188 on the year. Still looking for her first RBI. And there's a chance for Darby Tarrant at shortstop. Tags out the player, does she? Yep. Well, now everybody's safe. I thought she might have tagged out the player coming from second to third base, but umpire didn't see it that way, and the throw actually beat Albers. But then the ball popped out of the glove of Marsala. Everybody's safe. So Limestall reaches on a fielder's choice, and the bases are loaded for A.J. Howard, the designated hitter. And Howard batting .211 on the year. Here's the pitch. Hits the outside corner, called strike one. How about a 1-2-3 double play, huh?
Get that lead runner, stop him from getting that fourth run. Tarrant just couldn't find the tag on that last play and couldn't get the throw down to third in time to get the out.
And a swing and a miss. And once again, Kendra Butcher ahead in the count. Trying to finish off this one here. A.J. Howard, the designated player, is the 8th batter to bat here in this inning. Butcher would love a strikeout here. Here's the pitch outside. Went to see if Howard would go fishing, and Howard would not. Already 3-0 here in the first inning. Kendra Butcher and her teammates would like to keep it right where it is. That's a strike three call on the outside corner, just what Butcher needed.
Just what she needed, finally getting that second out after 6 straight players reached. Now with the 9 batter coming, try to leave the bases loaded.
Michaela Holoftus is the 9th player to bat here in the inning for Waterloo. Batting .214 on the year. Butcher pitches to her, and it's in the dirt. Nice stop back there by Riley Doyle. Let's set the defense. Natalie Becker in left field. Lizzie Sauer in center. Adriana Hall is in right field. Around the horn on the inside. Belle Marsala at third. Darby Tarrant at short. Heather Martinez at second. R.J. Simpson is at first. Butcher in the circle, pitching to Doyle. Here's the next pitch. Swinging a chance for Tarrant. Bounces off her glove. Another run's going to be home, and the bases remain loaded.
Just hitting that hole between third and short. Marsala couldn't knock it down. Tarrant did a good job to get to it, keeping it in the infield before more runs score, but it's 4-0.
And it is, and we're back to the top of the order. Taylor Wilson grounded out to Heather Martinez to lead off this game. And another chance for Martinez, and that's going to do it. The inning comes to a close, but not before 4 runs come across on 6 base hits. We head now to the home half of the first inning. Collinsville trailing 4-0.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com, or call 346-4884.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, Todd Duke, Chris Kettler along with you. Bottom of the first inning. A 4-spot put on by Waterloo in their half of the first inning, so Collinsville will have to try and answer that. They'll do so with Darby Tarrant leading off, followed by Riley Doyle and R.J. Simpson. If anyone can get on, Sam Brakebill will have a chance to face Madison Limestall. We gave you her numbers just a little bit ago. We'll recap 1.87 earned run average in 15 innings worth of work for Limestall on the year. She has also recorded 19 strikeouts to 6 walks in that time. So limited amount of work so far, but she's pretty much made it work for her in her favor.
Maybe not. Maybe they'd be splitting their pitchers up here between 2 games. Maybe they've had some more rainouts than other teams. She ain't gotten out there, but Darby Tarrant will lead off. She has been moved up here to this leadoff spot here the last few games and done a pretty good job getting on.
Darby Tarrant batting .231 on the year. A couple of runs batted in. Bats from the left side. We'll set the Waterloo defense for you here in just a moment as Madison Limestall gets ready to pitch to Darby Tarrant. Here is the first pitch to Collinsville's shortstop, and it's a ball. Limestall does not wear the face mask in the pitcher's circle. Nice bunt by Tarrant. Third baseman Albers comes in, and a nice throw and a pickup over there by Barker. Means that Tarrant becomes the first out here for Collinsville.
Yeah, Button just went in the middle of the field a little too much. He would have liked it stay down the line a bit. She's been able to do that in the past. Not this time.
Riley Doyle leads the team in the batting department with a .452 average. On base percentage is at 52%, so she's getting on base half the time in her games. 6 runs batted in. One of those a triple amongst her 14 hits. As Limestall gets ready with the 1-0 and a swing and a foul ball out of play off to the right. In left field, Michaela Heloftis. Izzy Wan is in center. Brooke Mason's in right. Heather Albers is at third base. Taylor Wilson at short. Abby Goff at second base. Skylar Barker is at first. And Limestall is pitching to Taylor Downen, who Coach Swip talked about in the pregame show. 2-1 the count to Riley Doyle. R.J. Simpson waits on deck. Limestall ready. That one's a strike.
Hit that when you have to.
We're in the bottom of the first. Waterloo put a 4 spot on in their half of the first. Collinsville trying to answer or at least get a couple of those back. Riley Doyle, second batter of the inning after Darby Tarrant grounded out on a bunt play to the third baseman. Speaking of third baseman, Albers comes in looking for a foul ball, but it lands right behind the backstop here, which is, as you can tell from the screen, very, very close to the booth. Limestall. Swing and a miss. She got Doyle, and Doyle goes down on strikes. That will bring up R.J. Simpson. R.J. on the year. 257. Has a home run. Matter of fact, she's the only Kahok with a home run so far this year. 3 runs batted in. R.J. had a couple of home runs in the win last year at Waterloo in frigid temperatures. She looks at one outside. It hits the outside corner. It's called a strike. Sam Brakebill waits on deck if R.J. Simpson can find a way on base. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 to the Kahok first baseman, R.J. Simpson. Limestall brings the next. It's high and outside. R.J. lays off, stays alive. This is a very busy complex here today. There are games going on in every field.
That's good to see.
Yeah. Except, obviously, the Raiders football field. That's the only field out here that's empty today. Another high and outside pitch. And R.J. battles back from a 0-2 count to even it at 2-2. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Back-to-back style for Doyle and Simpson. And Collinsville goes down in their half of the first inning without a base runner. We head to the top of the second. Waterloo comes to the plate for the second time today, and they have a 4-0 lead.
First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Time to thank some more of our sponsors here on the Kahok Sports Network. How about the Collinsville Education Association? The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page and the CEA's website, collinsvillecea.org. Kahawks have their work cut out for them here after spotting Waterloo a 4-0 lead in the first inning, and it'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to lead off here as everybody batted in the first inning for Waterloo. Taylor Wilson batted twice and grounded out to Heather Martinez twice. So up steps Izzy Wan. Izzy got everything going in the last half inning with a single. She came around to score later. And we'll see if Kendra Butcher can figure out a little different approach that'll work better the second time around. Outside, ball misses. Cardinals dropped that home opener last night. They're back in action this afternoon at Busch Stadium against San Diego. Blues are in action. Their last regular season game of the year at 3 o'clock over at Enterprise against Vancouver. There's a swing and a chance for Becker, and once again, this is kind of a theme here in the early goings of this game. The Kahawk outfielders, right off the batted ball, they break in, and then they realize it's going farther, and they have to retreat, and by the time they do, it's over their heads.
I don't think Becker broke one or the other. She just was standing up there looking for it the whole time and parked right up over her head there, and Juan rips her second double. She started the hit parade last inning.
That is the third double in this game for Waterloo. There's a little chin music for Downen. Downen, she doubled home. Juan, her first time up. Butcher from the circle, outside.
Got to be able to get that pitch in there. That's her bread and butter right there, getting that outside corner.
Butcher now behind in the count. Swinging a fly ball. This one's going to be foul and out of play. Nice catch by a Waterloo fan over there with no glove. JV team playing over on the other field. All kinds of Little League baseball going on around here today. Glad the weather cooperated. There's a chance for RJ over at first. She'll take it herself and step on the bag. Moving over to third is Juan. And Downen is out 3 unassisted for out number 1 of the inning. That brings up Abby Goff, who also doubled and knocked in a run and then came around to score in her first at bat in the last inning. Runner over at third. Butcher would like to keep that runner right there as the first pitch to Goff misses outside and low. Kahawks wearing their alternate jerseys in support of Kahawk Strong. Having a can donation here today as well to help out the State Park Food Pantry. As this one's inside. Goff ahead in the count now. See, Butcher last inning, at least she was ahead in the count to most of the batters. Now she's behind in the count here in this inning. 2-0 again. Goff will look for something to hit here, and this one goes right behind her. Player's going to come in from third base, and without a slide, Juan comes across to make it 5-0.
That throw was definitely way off, way behind the batter's back.
So a wild pitch. Charge to Kendra Butcher. And Goff is up there with a 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. And a 3-1 pitch from Butcher to Goff on the way over her head, ball 4.
It's an odd one out of the hand there. It rode up real quickly and definitely a ball 4 there.
Coach Swip,
have a talk with her.
Going to come out and talk things over with his pitcher and his infielders. And that'll give us a chance to thank another one of our fine sponsors. How about Metro East Roofing and Guttering? Metro East Roofing and Guttering is a locally owned and operated hometown company. And they've been operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call at 618-345-5679 today for your free estimate, and you can visit their Facebook page at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. Michaela Clark coming into pitch. Is that what I see?
Maya Clark.
Maya Clark?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say, Michaela?
Maya Clark coming in. I believe it'll be her first appearance on the varsity this year. Butcher will go out here with one out in the second inning.
She is responsible for the runner at first base for Butcher right now. 5 runs on 7 hits and a walk, 1 strikeout. And the book's still not closed as the runner at first base, Abby Goff, belongs to Butcher. So Clark, no numbers to tell you about for her because as Chris just mentioned, this is her first time on the varsity level. So, her varsity career begins April 6th, 2019, here at the Collinsville Sports Complex.
I thought I saw her warming up for the few innings that they were going to play JV after the varsity game Wednesday against Bree Central. Didn't stick around myself, but so she had pitched as recently as Wednesday for the JV.
All right, let's see what Maya Clark has to offer. Clark, a freshman. She'll come in and have to deal with Heather Albers. First pitch misses. Albers, her last time up, singled in a run and came around to score in that 4-run first inning for Waterloo. They've since added a run here. It's 5-0. Runner at first. 1 out. Ball outfield. And another base hit falls in front of Natalie Becker this time. Goff goes to second, stays there. And Albers is on with the 8th hit for Waterloo.
First pitch inside, dropped a little low for the ball. She tried to bring it up a little more, and it's right in there for Albers to drive it to left field.
That will bring up Skylar Barker. Barker singled her first time up. She was stranded at third as Waterloo stranded the bases loaded in that first inning, so it could have been a lot worse than 4-0. Right now we're at 5-0 as Doyle comes out, talks to Clark for a moment. Clark probably has to work out a few nerves, I would imagine. Her first varsity start, or not start, but she gets inserted into a game, and that one hits the batter. And again.
And before that, Doyle came out and talked to her, and pitcher and catcher getting together maybe for the first time.
The pitcher, number 15, Madison.
Yeah, but here we are again with the bases loaded. And Madison Limestall comes to the plate. She reached on a fielder's choice in that first inning and was stranded at second. There's a nice pitch. You see, you can get Clark to settle down and start throwing some strikes.
Yeah, first ones were missing inside there, but you don't want to see her hang one out across the middle trying to find that zone.
This one's inside.
Hits her.
Did it hit her? I guess it did. Back-to-back hit by pitches, and that's going to be an RBI for Limestall. As Goff comes in to score. Down to third is Albers, over to second is Barker, and Limestall on at first base. A.J. Howard comes to the plate. Well, Coach Pete Hoffman and I were up here talking earlier before the game, and it's a nice, beautiful day outside, and we said, how about a couple of quick 12-0 drubbings by the Kahawks, and we can get out here in 2 back-to-back 5-inning games, and that's not really happening, is it? What?
I don't know what you're talking about that game. We don't have time for that.
That's at 3 o'clock.
We definitely can't go now.
I already got that set to record.
Might have had an outside. Might have had an outside chance if we would have stayed on the 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with that, but I got mine set to record. I'm going to watch it later tonight.
Blues going for first place if they can get help from the Blackhawks and Coyotes.
Yeah, they can. Blues take care of their business, and later on, you have to root for Chicago to beat Nashville, and then Arizona to beat Winnipeg. What's going on out here anyway?
Well, I don't know. The pitcher is the one hit by pitch, so if they want to just bring a courtesy runner in for it,
I don't know if Waterloo has any more players. From what I saw after they announced their starting lineup, one more girl came out of the dugout after they announced the 9 starters, or the 10 starters, if you will, since they have a flex player. But I don't know if they even have that. Howard set to come up. She was a strikeout victim her first time up against Butcher. By the way, that does close the book on Kendra Butcher. She pitched just 1 1/3 innings. She gave up 7 hits and is responsible for all 6 of the runs. All of them were earned. She gave up 1 walk, and she had 1 strikeout.
Well, she'll stay in there. Maybe they're just buying her some time. They knew what the answer would be probably, but Howard, the DP, will now bat.
So Howard steps back in. 7th batter to come to the plate here in this inning. Clark is ready. Swinging a shot right past her and then right past the diving glove of Martinez. 1 run is in as Liz Sauer had trouble picking that ball up once she did get it to stop rolling. And 2 runs come across, and this game's getting out of hand early.
Didn't stop the 2 runs from scoring, just the runner going from second to third. As Sauer bobbled it, but yeah, 8-0 here in the second inning is definitely getting out of hand.
Next up is Michaela Holoftus. First pitch to her is a floater that stays high.
She's been all over the place, hasn't she?
Yeah. Holoftus, by the way, her first time up, she knocked in a run and was stranded at first when Waterloo stranded the bases loaded. Right now, 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Swing and a chance for Belle Marsala at third base. She looks the runner back to third. That was a nice play by Marsala to keep the run from scoring. Down to second base on the play goes Howard. And Holoftus becomes the 2nd out of the inning. And back to the top of the order. And Taylor Wilson.
Definitely not a good sign with the leadoff hitter batting for the 3rd time in the second inning.
Yeah, I know. She's grounded out to Heather Martinez both times. I'll go for a 3rd. That one hits the outside corner. Nice pitch there from Clark. Runner at 3rd, Limestall. Runner at 2nd, Howard. 2 outs in the inning. Taylor Wilson, 0 for 2 on the afternoon, as I mentioned, with 2 ground outs in the first inning to Heather Martinez. Clark ahead in the count for the first time since she's been inserted. Here's a pitch, swinging a right off of Darby Tarrant's glove at shortstop into the outfield. Another run's going to score. Here comes a throw home, and it's going to bounce. Runner comes across right before it gets to Riley Doyle, and 2 more runs come across to score here for Waterloo.
Almost a great play by Tarrant, jumping up for it just off the top of the glove. Maybe it was a step in too much, and now it's 10-0.
10 runs on 10 hits. Here's the next batter, swing and a miss by Izzy Wan, who in this game has singled, doubled, and scored 2 runs. And as my esteemed colleague Chris Kettler just mentioned, it's only the 2nd inning. Strike called. And now Clark ahead, 2-0. Heather Martinez, a couple of words for her pitcher and back to action. Juan awaits the next from Clark. High fly ball. This one's going to be a tough job. It's going to go right to that Bermuda Triangle spot out there right behind first base. And coming all the way in from second to score is Wilson. And Juan has 3 hits on the afternoon. Her first run batted in. And that'll bring up Taylor Downen. My scorecard already looks like
I'm getting confused.
dog poo-poo.
Yeah, this is losing my spot. Oh, this one gets away.
Gets away off the glove of Riley. Riley Doyle, that is. And down to second base is going to be Juan on a passed ball. So we've had 2 hit batters, a wild pitch, and a passed ball here in this inning.
7 runs across.
Pitch, swinging a foul back to the screen. 1-1. Not the way I envisioned things going here this morning, or are we still morning? Yeah, we are still morning.
Just a tough week this week for the Kahawks.
Yeah, everybody got rained out. I think Waterloo got rained out at Dupo yesterday. And a chance for Belmar Salah. She makes a nice backhand stab and a throw all the way across the diamond. And finally, we are out of the inning, but not before. 7 more runs come across the plate. Collinsville has some work to do, and it's still early. Bottom of the second inning coming up, and Waterloo has a commanding 11-0 lead.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Let's thank the Junior Service Club of Collinsville. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club has been providing women in the area an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. For any information on any event being sponsored or put on by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, click on the event tab, and you will be updated on everything you need to know as far as any events put on by the Collinsville Junior Service Club. Well, it's been a little of a rough start here for Collinsville as they trail 11-0 heading into the bottom of the second inning. Collinsville still looking for their first base runner as they went 1-2-3 in the first. Sam Brakebill leads things off. The designated player today for Collinsville for Sam, a 190 hitter thus far on the year with 2 runs batted in. Limestall ready with the next. This one's a called strike. Evens the count out at 1-1. It'll be Brakebill, Hall, Heather Martinez, if anyone can get on. Belmar Salah, who had a pretty good inning defensively there in the top half of the second.
There's no point giving away at bats yet. Here in this game, it's still early, so just chip away. Maybe you can make a game out of it. Got a whole nother game if it comes down to it. You can put the good bats together to bring you into the second game.
Next pitch, Brakebill. High fly ball. This one's going to be right at the bag at third base, and Albers takes it in for the out number 1. Well, I think what they would really like to do is not get 10-run ruled in the 5th inning.
I think they even do 15 through 4, so if you continue to give up the runs, it could be an even shorter game, which would be devastating to have happen.
Yeah. Here is Adriana Hall. Hall on the year, 406 batter. Second on the team. Bunt right in front of home plate. That ball spins, and it had so much spin on it that it spun foul.
Never know where that ball's going to go here with this infield today. It just depends on what spot it hits.
That ball had so much spin on it, a Harlem Globetrotter could have picked it up and had it spin on their finger for about 5 minutes. Hall looks at one high and outside. Limestall has had relatively easy work. A ground out and 2 strikeouts to take care of that first inning. High with the next pitch, 2-1 to Adriana Hall. I have no idea how much time I have left on my hotspot. I got that new hotspot, and it doesn't have a display screen like the other one did to tell me how much time's left. There's a little slap bunt that's going to fall in over the shortstop's head for a hit. Collinsville has their first hit of this game.
There you go.
It's a start.
It's a start. Shortstop playing a bit in. Surprised to see it go up over her head like that. Left fielder had no chance on it.
Here is Heather Martinez, Collinsville's second baseman, batting .273 on the year. And that's the thing that steps out to you when you look at the chart of batting averages here for Collinsville, as that pitch is outside. Doyle at .452, Adriana Hall at .406, and then after that it drops off dramatically. Heather Martinez, the third best batter on the team at .273. So you almost lose 200 points between the top batter and the third best batter on this team. High fly ball. Well, that is heading right for Izzy Wan in center field, and she backs up and makes the catch for out number 2. So it'll be up to Belle Marsala to keep this inning going.
Number 15, Belle Marsala.
Marsala on the year, 136 batter with a couple of runs batted in. She's a gamer. You know she'd like to turn that around. Got hurt during the basketball season and missed the better part of the last couple of months of girls basketball, but she's better now and trying to chip in and help the softball team figure this out as that return throw to Limestall got away. Good thing Wilson was paying attention over there at shortstop, or Hall could have took off running.
Yeah, she usually heads up on that too, is Hall, and would be quick to take second base on that situation.
Marsala swings through a 1-0 pitch and evens the count at 1-1 with Lizzie Sauer waiting on deck. Adriana Hall over at first base with the first hit of the afternoon for the Kahawks. It's almost afternoon. I'm going to pretend it is. Next pitch. Outside and high. Marsala, nice job laying off of that. Look at the size of that glove on the first baseman over there at Barker. Man, that's almost like luggage. You can trap a salmon in that thing. Next pitch to Marsala. She lays off high and outside. Hall goes. Nice job, and getting back in time is Hall. She overslid the bag. Had to do a little fish flop of her own out there to get back onto the bag before Taylor Wilson could apply the tag. That was a very eventful stolen base, wasn't it?
Yeah, Hall got around it. The ball beat her, got around the tag, but overslid second base before the shortstop could recover to get the tag back on her.
Marsala with a runner in scoring position. Fouls one off the screen.
Yeah, makes it a full count now.
First time that Limestall has been into a full count. Of course, this is only the 7th batter faced by Limestall in this game so far. Runner at second. Here's the next pitch to Marsala. Swing, and that one's got a chance to get down, and it will. Hall is going to round third, and no throw, and Collinsville is on the board.
There you go. Very good bat by Marsala. Saw a lot of pitches and just took something the other way. Gets the Kahoks on the board. Starts somewhere.
2 hits in the inning, turned into 1 run.
Stolen base helps out.
Yeah, sure did.
2-out run.
There is Lizzie Sauer. Marsala at first base. Lizzie batting 172, swinging a miss at the first offering from Limestall. Boy, nice to see Sauer. She went up there hacking, didn't she? Swung through that one so good, I almost felt the breeze up here. Marsala at first base, 2 outs. This one's in the dirt. Nice stop back there by the catcher, Taylor Downen. I can see why Coach Swip is so high on this young lady. She's good. 1-1, 2 outs. Limestall ready with the next offering. Now, Limestall took a little something off of that one. That totally fooled Sauer. She was well out in front of that one.
Yeah, so after the first pitch when she went up there hacking away, Limestall saw something on that and knew to throw a pitch where she took something off of it, fooled her.
That's a strike on the outside corner, and that's going to end the inning. That's the 3rd strikeout on the afternoon for Limestall, but in the inning, Collinsville does pick up 1 run off of 2 base hits, and they leave a runner on base as well. We will head to the top of the 3rd inning. Collinsville gets 1 of those back, but a long climb as the Kahawks trail by a score of 11-1.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations, Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200.
Abby Goff will lead things off here in the 3rd inning for Waterloo against Maya Clark. Swing and a foul ball that goes back by the screen. And for Abby Goff, she has doubled, knocked in a run, also received a walk, and has scored 2 runs in this game. Clark back to work, strike on the outside corner. 0-2. Clark is ready with the